people? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy J-Man DRC. I'm not gonna lie, we've had 4 World Cup games, and I'm gonna try my hardest to reflect all of them in one video. So I'm not wasting no time. Let's start with what we saw before. Let's start with Qatar against Switzerland. 1-1 was the final result, and I gotta say, man, Qatar deserved that result because I think the way how they stayed in that match, especially when Switzerland went in front through that controversial penalty. Qatar's goalkeeper made some stunning saves to keep them in that game. They stayed in the game and they found their moment, and they late equalizer so late on. Switzerland had enough opportunities to kill this game off, and they didn't take them. So no, I'm not surprised. So I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. But Switzerland got what they deserved. They didn't do enough to win the games. Qatar deserved their first ever point at a World Cup, and hopefully that will give them the confidence and the boost to go into the next 2 games still alive. Moving on to obviously the game of the day, right? Brazil versus Morocco, 1-1 as well, the final result, and you gotta say Morocco gave Brazil a footballing lesson, because especially in that first half. That first half was immense. It was immense. Morocco were the better team in that first half. I said the first 45 minutes they got the goal, which they fully deserved. And then, Brazil were they were hopeless, and it only took a Vinny Junior magic to get themselves out of jail. Second half, there wasn't really much there, and I think the draw was a fair outcome. And Morocco, as they did the last World Cup, they're gonna really surprise. They're gonna surprise everyone. So it does not surprise me. Brazil are not the team that they usually be, but although they did have a chance up until Morocco scored from Thiago, and I'm thinking to myself, if that was João Pedro there, that Brazil would have been in front. Just saying. I'm saying it as a Chelsea fan because he should have been there. Anyway, moving on. Scotland against Haiti. Scotland's first World Cup game after 28 years, and Scotland got the result. They got the win, 1-0. Early goal from John McGinn, and from there on, it was a case of just trying to see this out. And you gotta say fair play to Haiti, because Haiti are no marks, they're no pushovers, and they were really spirited, and they gave a really good goal. And on another day, they probably could have sneaked a point. Could have nicked a point. But look, it's an opening day win for Scotland. When we look at that group, especially when Scotland have got to play Morocco, they got to play Brazil. Haiti did not push, but Scotland had to win that game, and they got the job done. So fair play to Scotland and to Steve Clarke and his coaching staff and the team, and they got the job done, and they can move on to the next. And then to conclude all things, Australia beating Turkey 2-0. And I gotta say, man, Australia, and you know me, I've got Australian fans, Australian followers, supporters, subscribers watching this. That was Australia. That was a masterclass. I think the way how they set up that game, resolute defensively, and when they had their moments, they took it. They absolutely took it, man. And it was a tactical masterclass. I mean, Turkey they had plenty of the ball, but didn't really do much with it. The difference was Australia had the ball and they took their moments. I think it was and they took it. So you got to say, man, it was a masterclass to perfection, to perfection. But yeah, fair play. Fair play. You know, 4 games in. 4 games in. I mean, I've tried to. It was a struggle for me to stay up and watch all the games, but I did. But it was like the bed was calling me. Even though I tried to wake up, watching the game, all that, it was a struggle. But listen, we got through it. We got through it, and we still got more games still to go. We got Netherlands playing later. We got Germany playing later. We got Ivory Coast, Ecuador. Yeah, man. It's you know, it's yeah. I mean, there's so many games still to come, and of course, as we still count down towards Congo's game, England's game yet to play as well. So this World Cup so far has been immense, and of course we still got France and Senegal tomorrow, which is gonna be insane. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Like, subscribe, tell your personal kisses on, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Love and God bless.